Is the client really king? Have you come from the old school? We're told the client's king. I'll tell you why this is important. The amount of salespeople and leaders that I'm around that say this to the client, thanks for your time, thank you so much for your time. They're subservient. It's like they're putting the client out. When they go to a meeting, they go, thanks for seeing me, thanks for seeing me. And during the meeting, they think, oh, a bit better value their time. I even had a director say the other day, I want my team to value the client's time and not take up too much time. And I'm thinking, really? Is that really what you want to do? Surely if the client's talking all the time, your team should be listening. If the client's talking, you should be listening. But let's go a step before that. What is the mindset of you and your team? What's the mindset of those around you? Do you know how much your solution is worth to the client? Do you have confidence and certainty about what it does? Are you a trusted advisor, the authority in your field and the subject matter expert? Are you thinking, oh, thank the lucky stars when I walk in there today? I don't mean be arrogant, but I mean you're definitely equal to the client. You're not subservient, thanking them and being overly grateful and thinking you're taking up their time. Even when I get calls that come into me, they often go, sorry to take up your time and is now a good time, or I appreciate you listening to me. Like, goodness, that person, all I hear is that person has no value over what they sell. Because if they thought, oh, they'll be really grateful that I've called up today because it's going to be a winning formula for them, their voice, their tone, everything's going to be completely different. So what do we need to do? We need to make sure we don't undersell. And part of this is the Client King, means we can undersell, which means we get to the end of the call, the exploration, discovery, uncovery, and then they say they want one thing. We're like, yep, quick to get that done and on our way, as opposed to going, hold on, maybe there's 10 other things we can help them with. Now, the old school would say upsell and cross-sell, but this is new school. We don't say upsell and cross-sell. We now say, well, there's other things they needed. And in fact, if I don't put them forward, I'm doing a disservice to them because I have an obligation to find out what they want and put forward the right solution. After all, I'm the expert in my field, not them. They may talk with confidence, but you're the expert in your field, not the client. So is the client king? I don't think so. I think the client has a need. You have a solution. It's equal. And then when you're engaging with them, when you're partnering and collaborating, during that, when you ask these great, intelligent, meaningful, relevant questions, and you're listening to understand, not listening to speak, then the client will go, oh, that's a good point. Can you help with that? That is where you guide and educate, and you no longer are equal to the client. Now you are seen like this, as the trusted advisor, the authority in your field, and that is where you can handle things. What I mean by handle things is handle objections, educate, guide. And you're always thinking, I can help the client the full way. Never be in a hurry to get out that door. Is the client king? No, you're a king, they're a king. We're all equal here. But at some point, you're going to end up being that trusted advisor.